Male loneliness epidemic. Red pill. Man, I'm just trying to find out. Where the wolves at? It's your guy. The D to the motherfucking. Stop the music. Stop that music. Let's get it going. Where the wolves at? We'll talk about it in just 1 second.
Hello, welcome in.
What's up, bro?
Oh!
What's your name?
Name's Brad.
Brad?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
And what do you do?
I
mean, if you're going to wear the shades, wear them shits. Where the wolves at? I came to do, I've already done apologize, right? Soon as I left the house, there is no more apologizing for who I am. I don't care if I got doo-doo on my shirt. Once I left the house and gave it the seal of motherfucking approval, I don't need to worry about pop balloons or taking off my glasses. Why you wear them? You was in the studio the whole time. You took them shits off to probably find, they led you around. They took them shits off to like find you had to sign paperwork. Then you put the shit deliberately back on. So don't be weird. Me versus me. Oh, wait. The thing is fucked up. Hang on. There we go. You know, your particular style, the lineup is all right. I mean, it was all right. Let him have a couple points. I don't know about flower shirts, but hey, I don't have to like it. Let him have it. Let him have it. But we taking away points. You know, your first impression is a lot of times the last impression you ever get to make with a motherfucker. So, a lot of motivation to get on point, how to walk it back. You know, for her, she get to be with a clean nigga. That's the value. You know, she gonna smell good. She gonna feel some things about you. She gonna know you came correct. For you, you know, you just letting the motherfucker know. You letting them, hey, I take myself seriously. I stay correct. I stay clean. Me versus my bullshit. Why don't you give a fuck? What's this flower shirt got to do with you? Why you wear it? I bet you wore it because of bitches. I bet you wouldn't. If we was catching a beer, would you wear this?
a licensed financial and insurance advisor.
Okay, nice. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
For fun, definitely outdoorsy. I like to hike.
Okay, that's just too much. I was going to let the light voice, for fun, I was going to let that go. But I'm a little bit outdoorsy. Now, we're about done right now. You gave away the wrong first impression. You're not a wolf. Who's going to talk like that? Okay, y'all talk about, I got to get this pussy. Does he sound like when it needs to go down in the gorilla, you know, because it's stages to everything. I ain't say right away, but when she really needs you to go to town, that was the voice that you take it. Do you want to take it?
Spend some time with friends, you know, good times, good vibes, always for sure.
Okay. What do you look for in a woman?
Yeah.
Honest, genuine, trustworthy, and
Oh my God.
you know, somebody that can be really supportive ultimately, for sure.
Nice.
What do any of those words mean? Does that see why the nice guy lose? The bad guy always win. She's got to have a really good energy, and she's got to be very supportive. Really, she's got to support these balls, right? First of all, the bitch got to look good. We all know that. Why lie? She got to be sexy. She got to be well put together, grown. She like to look good. She like to stay fly. How about that? Past that, I'm looking for a motherfucker that, you know, she cool. She can take a joke. She can give a joke. You know, I'm a tough motherfucker. So, you know, I keep it real, and I like people to keep it real with me. And I like to have a great laugh and a great time. So, you know, these doormat motherfuckers are sensitive. You can't be around me. Okay, well, now they know you.
And now what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers, shallow.
Deal breakers?
Someone who doesn't really understand that people need space to grow and ultimately, you know, build relationships.
Okay.
They all heard this the same way. I heard this shit, you're going to blow over in the wind, my nigga. That meant there was a bitch that was about hers who came to play, and she was like, you was a square bear. I've been to Square Bear, so I've had that speech. You're whack. You're a Square Bear.
Cool, sounds good. So we did get some pop balloons.
For
Let's
sure.
go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age?
I'm Kara. I'm 20.
They're gonna be nice. They might talk about the flower shirt, but what they gonna say? It wasn't a click for me. That meant you ain't stirred nothing. There was nothing stirred inside of my loins.
8.
What's a
I'm
loin?
sorry.
What's a loin?
Kara, why'd you pop your balloon?
I popped because you had your shades on at first. Of
course.
But I kind of want my balloon back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, spin the block.
Get her balloon.
Give him points for the spin the block.
Get that balloon. Oh, caught it for you. There you go. All right, we'll be back. Let's go on over
Okay.
here. Your name and age?
My name is Holly and I'm 28.
Okay, Holly, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I also think it was the shades initially.
I told you.
Yeah. You are very attractive after you took the
appreciate
shades
it.
off.
Look. I know I say women are AI machines, but they also feel shit too. They feel like anxiety. You know, a lot of niggas, I got approach anxiety. All right, but she gonna sense that shit. You better figure out a way to fake that shit. But past that, yeah, they notice the goofy stuff. But take a page from their book, because something you can learn from everybody. You know how women observe everything? Why ain't you doing that about her too? Why don't you care enough for yourself to try to really observe and take in the whole picture before making the decision whether or not to give her some dick?
But yeah, I guess that's probably what it was. I think it was just like it seemed flashy. It was like very flashy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I see here. So you're gonna keep popped?
Oh, I mean, you could give me the balloon back.
Oh my god.
Now you learned a lesson. Got to come with the glasses off.
She indecisive. Go ahead and see it. I mean, what kind of signs is you looking for? Maybe from a more feminine. Like, you kind of like when she's indecisive. You might like when she's go with the flow. She real positive, put a positive spin on that. I mean, that's not feminine. Men need to be doing that. But real easy going. Right? Whatever the nice guy nerd is, that's, you know, always helpful. You know, make everybody smile and shit. You know, that motherfucker. Like, a good friend, you know, he ain't gonna do nothing, but I like when women have high pitched voices, so hers did it for me. I like her skin was taken care of, but she's uncertain, so we need what? A certain nigga. A nigga with direction, a nigga with a little bark to him, because she wants to be real soft. Well, that don't mean you have to be hard, you know, breaking windows out and trying to fight every nigga you see. But at the same time, can you handle up? Or at the very least, would you back down if something went to happen? I mean, you might get knocked out, but I don't give a fuck if you get knocked out. Can you stand there and put her behind her? You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to be Jackie Chan in this bitch.
People don't like their shades,
You know?
apparently, so
Yeah, you look
it's sunny
weird.
outside. I'm sorry.
Ooh. There we go. Okay. You got 2 back. You're doing all right. Your name and age?
Angelica, 32.
Okay. Angelica, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I like the eye contact. Work that backward too if you want to. Okay, what we do? Past, present, and future. You give great eye contact. You've been doing that. You look everybody in the eye. And currently you looking at her, you focused on just her in a room full of bitches. She feels special. In the future, she's going to be knowing that you're going to be paying attention to her. That's just for her, right? Me, though, observing, also letting her know I'm here to play. I ain't shook behind nothing. But also, you know, I'm looking at everything she do, too. So if you say it, I want to get the whole picture. I want to see how your mouth move when you say it, what your eyes do, what you're looking at. I mean, that's what the real wolves, it's like a wolf, like literally like a fucking wolf. Like, you think like the lion is not observant? You know, the lion can sense danger. You know, you a lot of cats, when they fight, they're good fighters. They can sense when a dude is just woofing and when a dude is actually a problem. I mean, it's just that sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my eyes got to be up for a lot of reasons. And then me versus me, why you avoiding? It also comes sometimes from childhood. You was either supposed to look your father in the eye all the time, or, you know, you got real skittish. You might have had a domineering parent or this or that. You were skittish or you were bullied, so you pretend to not look at anything because eye contact feels like a challenge. You know, don't eyeball me, all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying to you?
I just want to say I love your accent. Where are you from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
originally.
Yeah, I hear an accent. I love that. I think you're handsome, but it was the height. I'm tall.
Yeah,
So,
tall queen.
yeah, thank you. Yes.
That was well done. That was well done. Yeah, go ahead and, you know, compliment that bitch. Why be a hater? They make haters everywhere.
You know, is she someone that's your type?
She's cool. I like the tattoos, the vibes, you know, toes are on point. Cool vibe.
Thank you. All right, let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Brianna, and I'm 30.
Brianna, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping my balloon because I don't want to date a Jamaican man. But, like, we have roots similar. Like, I have a lot of roots in Barbados.
Okay.
And I think you're very handsome. And
101, can you flip it? Can you flip it on this bitch? What we looking for? Opportunity, positivity, how I see myself, and letting the bitch know, right? Other things too, right? Well, look, I mean, it's a lot of Jamaicans. You ain't never met me. I'm going to change your mind on that. I'm the best thing about Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So you could do a lot with it. Flip
I
it on
enjoyed
her.
hearing you speak. I just,
You know, like, how much does your mind absorb? Like, if you talk to a hater nigga, can you flip it on him? Like, damn, this nigga just hateful because, you know, I'm headed to dope places. Or do you really get butthurt and go down his well? You know, someone call me a nigga. Do I sit there and go, am I a nigger? Why am I less than? I feel terrible about myself. Or do I just be like, yo, this is a stupid motherfucker. You're splotchy, so you're superior. You sound weird.
you know, I'm good off.
What, did something happen with someone that was
No,
Jamaican?
not really. I just, you know, you got to be careful.
Is it a stereotype for the most part?
Probably. That's
Okay.
not right.
That's not.
Yeah, that's
I
not
can't do
right.
anything.
You know, and you can't do nothing with her. You know, that's where I would pretty much take that. Like, you don't like Jamaicans. I'm proud as fuck of my I mean, you could flip it, but you know, if it was like I'm from Harlem or something, it was like I mean, fuck niggas from Harlem. I'm not gonna be like, okay, let me try to work this out and change this bitch mind. You gotta have pride, right? You gotta have a backbone. I'm not gonna play out my people for some woman that already popped her balloon, or really had ever. And then that comes back to you versus your bullshit. What do you take pride in? You know, it's like when motherfuckers get butthurt about black pride. Well, what am I supposed to do? Hate the color of my skin? Well, can I have white pride? Knock yourself out. I don't get mad at Italian for being proud he's Italian. You should be proud of where you are. You should be proud of your lineage. And so you're not going to let anybody insult your whole shit because you had bad experiences. Well, I hope you stay single. You're not going to talk about my country.
But you
about
know,
that.
like they'd be like, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, you can't trust. Okay, no. Yeah. No, we're good. No,
And this with women too. Not every time she's still going on and running them out. Not every. Oh, she popped. She cute though. It's like a jump shot, right? I think we talked about it on the other one. I might put that out. I haven't decided, but it just didn't work out. You know, you shoot it the same way every time, right?
I popped because I just sat over here and I debated about the glasses the whole time. And I know it sounds, but I don't know, for you to say you don't like shallow people, and then we're in a building, you don't have to wear your shades, but you look great. You are really handsome. And I also worry that I may be a little too country for you. I'm
Where
country.
you from?
Mississippi.
Okay, I like your
Yeah,
accent though.
Thank you. I like yours too.
Yeah.
But I'm country, so I like to fish. I like to get dirty. I like to be in the mud.
Have you been to Jamaica before?
I mean,
You're trying to fight it out. I was, you know, sometimes, and I go back and forth on it. Let's just say today, like sometimes, like if you talk to a woman, she say, I got a man, right? You say, well, you could take the number just in case that changes, right? You could do that. Or you could just be like, you know, cool. Well, sounds like he's got good taste. You know, I still appreciate your time. You have a wonderful day, right? You know, you leave him cool, right? But I go back and forth on that. And then, so like this, what I'm saying is that once you've rejected me, I don't need to do a lot with you. It's not personal on your end, so it's not personal on my end. I no longer need to listen to you. Okay? We're not no friends or nothing. It's not find my friend. Pop the balloon and find some homies.
I know about Jamaica. I
Yeah,
have to
so
do,
I mean, but hey,
you just look a little
respectfully,
flashy, but you look great.
I present
But
myself well. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
And that just go to show you too. Don't always judge a woman like, you see her and that voice, she kind of seemed like a dainty type, right? But she fishing, she do all this shit probably with her grandfather or something like that. So, hey, keep an open mind. Don't be shutting your mind. And a lot of times you just jump. Oh, she hood rat, she this, she that. Like, let her speak for herself. In the same way you would want someone to speak to you first before making up their mind about you.
She's someone that's your type?
It's nice. I like the pros.
Thank you.
I like the accent too.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So we do have 4 ladies left.
Cool.
Go ahead and ask our remaining ladies a question.
I would say, what does accountability look like to you?
Okay. Name and age, and what does accountability look like to you?
Hi, I'm
It feels red pill to me. Y'all niggas talk about accountability. Y'all niggas always want to teach a bitch. This ain't school. She went to graduate school. She got more knowledge than you do. You say, I went to real nigga college. They don't teach that shit. All right, cool. Accountability is whatever you gonna make it, right? It's like, what kind of sense of humor do you have? Well, either you got mine or you don't, or you got some funny shit to say. But past that, like, I'm big on responsibility. So it's always a nigga that I gotta hold you accountable, bruh. I gotta hold you accountable, bruh. And what they saying typically is I gotta blame you for something. And I don't give a fuck how you feel. But it's always some harsh shit. Like, it's all love, bro. I just gotta hold you accountable. You look like a fat booger turned sideways and shit. Like, hey, nigga, what's that supposed to mean? Women might think you all pussy, but that's just me holding you accountable to that though, bro. Come on, man. But responsible. They always want to blame women. Oh, she a single mother. They ruining the black community. They ruining the black community with their single motherness. It's just, they just come in the neighborhood and the neighborhood just blow up and shit. Come on, man. Well, where is the responsibility? She didn't blurt inside herself. She told you she was on her period. You said yippee and kept going. You took the condom off. You let her take the condom off. You decided to fuck the goofy bitch. Your dick got hard and you went with it. Now you want to sit there and you the magician. We can't find you. What happened? Oh, she tried to trap a nigga. It's the child support system. It's this thing. It's that thing. I just got to hold her accountable though. She made bad choices. Like the single mom. Like, are you accountable? Like, do you think that was your fault? Like, it's a nigga who ain't here. And why you give a fuck about that? Because you're not going to be dad of the year. Just fuck her and get it out the way. Sometimes you just got to get the fuck out of the way. What if the pussy's whack and the sex sucks? What you going to do? Make a lifetime of it anyway? You know what? Well, we can make it work. The pussy was a 1. The sex she might be real quiet, or she might be sometimes they make a weird noise, right? You say, what's up with that noise? She might be hooting and hollering and yelping all the fucking, come on, take it easy. Don't wake my neighbors. Whatever your shit is, she might be the opposite. So to do all this, like, do you hold yourself accountable? But responsibility, man, we don't put enough responsibility on brothers, and we don't really tell the patriarchy or the system that we in nothing. We're the accountable ones. Well, we built all the bombs that can kill people. We send young men to wars because old men want to make the decision. We great. We essay. We do that Diddy shit. Well, I don't know. None of us do. But you know what I'm saying. want to sit there and talk about, I got to hold Cassie accountable. Who's responsible? Who is responsible for this interaction? He is. So you got to go. You looked her dead up. Now get your agenda off. Now your agenda can't be accountability. Like, what can you do with the answers to these questions? Watch.
I'm Mecca and I'm 26. Accountability to me is really just taking the time to be introspective and to see where I could have been better, but also giving myself grace. I'm very communicative, so I think that that is a huge part of taking accountability, being able to articulate where you're wrong or where you're right and coming to like that compromise position.
Cool.
Cool. What can you do with that?
Your name and age, and what is accountability to you?
I'm Kara and I'm 28. Accountability to me, I feel like it's self-reflection, I guess, to take the time back and think about all the things like you've done and then come together and talk about it. But I see my wrongs and, you know, I'm able to own up to them. So
There we go.
Yeah.
So let's cut this shit. No woman in the history of women has held herself fully accountable for nothing. I would have voted Kamala, and I did. However, there'd be times she would have punted the ball. You see Trump punting every time something go bad. Oh, I ain't know about that. They didn't tell me about that. Nigga, you're the president. You don't get to make that excuse. They didn't give me that email. You're on every email. It's your White House. But no, they're not going to be accountable. So that's why I wouldn't even ask this question. In an argument, is it good to hold her accountable? Yeah, but you ain't got to drown the bitch in it. You know, well, I need you to fucking cry and tell me you're sorry 7 times. You can get off on that. I certainly have before. She's apologizing to me. Haha. That's that bitch made. But really, what's the point of accountability? As long as she knows what she did was wrong, then you can get off it and just let her know, like, maybe we don't talk this week, or maybe I don't talk to you for a day, or here's this thing I got to check you on, and then or you got to make it up to me in some fashion. I don't need to live in the accountability. I mean, as long as she see it, we good with it. So you might have to flesh it out. Like, so tell me what you think I'm looking for, or tell me what you're going to do to improve it. Or when I say this, what are you hearing about you? Why do you think that would upset me? Just get her brain working on it, right? So a lot of the checking is overdone. You got to do this, and my finger's in your face, and I'm him. It's like they get their little power. You ever had a boss on a power trip? Like, you guys work for me, and I've got to take over. This is my organization. Like, nigga, you're the shift manager at Walmart. We moving boxes right now. You're doing too much. Sometimes niggas get that. The first bitch they ever had control of, then they just wild out. Yeah, I did it too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. What about over here? Name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Holly and I'm 28. I would say accountability starts really with self-awareness and kind of, putting yourself in someone else's shoes and understanding like maybe why they would feel that way. And then also kind of what she was saying.
That's actually empathy.
Before is like kind of coming to a compromise too as well, but also kind of taking responsibility too. Yeah.
Cool.
She's going to compromise and all. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. They just don't do it. Just don't really expect her to do it.
And over here, name and age and what is accountability to you?
My name is Jayla. I'm 27. Accountability for me looks like being honest about where you are lacking, being honest about the things you might have done and what you could have done better. It's a really big part of it is communication. I feel like a lot of people lack that. It's one thing to own up to what you did, but you have to say it out loud so you and your partner can hear that, and y'all can both grow from it.
Cool.
I don't buy it. Feels like she's saying that to a dude. They'll hold you accountable all the live long day. No, I need you to understand how this makes me feel. Okay, Kev, watch your tone. He said, I'm Leonard Washington. Watch how you're talking to me.
Okay. now I'm going to hand you a pick.
Oh my god.
There you go. And let's have you pop one balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one.
One balloon. Eh?
One balloon. Mm-hmm.
No other questions at all.
Not this round.
It's indecisive. Take it all the way back. You don't like you're not built to be a leader. That's why indecisiveness doesn't play. Because a leader, he'll make a bad decision in a moment, but he'll make a decision. So make a decision. Fuck up if you need to, but bad decisions are better than indecision.
You guys are phenomenal. Like, this is a hard
Right here, right? You can ruin it right here.
spot to be in for sure. Man.
Exactly. Would a wolf take this long to eat a steak? Which bitch do you want to just tear her clothes off right now and make everybody watch? Disgusting. Which bitch you said, I want to do some disgusting things to her. I'm not even gonna go for the 10. She's not gonna get the best fuck of my life, but she's gonna get some raw shit today. Who is that?
Okay. Let's see why she ended up popping. What's going on?
It also means she's in a group. Can you get with me on that? Oh, all of you are beautiful. I don't know what. So we all look the same. We all the same. We're all just normal. So you don't really feel me above everybody else. Like if a bitch came to you and was like, yo, y'all look straight. I mean, I guess I could be with anyone. We'll see how it goes. You'd be like, yo, I'm not going to sit here and wait around.
I just wanted to do you a favor because you were a little stunted with the choice, and I think that you are so handsome, but I just didn't have that drive to go and get you. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, is she someone that's your type?
She's great. I like the jewelry.
But what? There's a drive to go and get a man. I bet once he declares himself and puts it all on her and lets her know I'm a good dude, but I still got that wolf. I'm about mine. I intend to go out into this world and do a thing. I don't fuck around with the decision making. I enjoy my life and I know what I enjoy and exactly how I want to enjoy it. I know exactly what body part I like and I know exactly what I want to do with it. Like a checklist. I'm going to bang them titties like bongos. Check. Do-do-do.
And like all the accessories. Like,
Cool. Thank you. All right. Well, since she popped, she helped you out. You got lucky.
I appreciate it.
Go ahead and ask our remaining 3 ladies another question.
Okay. If you went broke tomorrow,
If
and
you had
$5,000
one
left to your
wish.
name, what would be your next move?
Oh my God.
Okay. So if you went broke and you only have $5,000, what's your next move?
What are you, H&R Block? What the fuck?
I'm a bit of a hustler, so like
Okay.
I would try to figure out what to do, like maybe another job or something. I'm just real. I like to work. You know, if it comes to that, if I feel like I don't have enough money, I'm gonna work. So,
You're gonna go get it.
Yeah,
Figure it
I'm
out.
gonna figure it
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, coming back to it, I'm cool with this question. If you a hustler type, go get it nigga too. You said, look, I'm going to need to go get it, bitch. You know, so we can go get it together and we can get more. To answer this question, what do I want out of life? The answer is more. And so I'm looking for a woman that's going to be selfish for the team. Where the wolves at?
What about over here?
Yeah.
I would say that $5,000 I could probably, pay the rent. And
Yeah, I mean, $5,000, I mean, that's a lot to have left. Like, if you could ask like $50, I probably could make that work too, but $5,000, you'd be all right.
get another job. I think accounting is very stable, so I feel like there's a ton of jobs out there for me.
Yeah, okay. And I mean, you're an accountant, so you're good with your money.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
I would hope.
I probably wouldn't end up that way,
Okay.
Thank you. All right. What about over here?
$5,000 is a lot. I feel like you can do a lot with that. Are you talking like no job, nothing with only
Flat, you're starting from scratch, trying to figure it all out over again.
Yeah, I look at what people are consuming and I make a product based off of that with $5,000. So basically start a small business.
Okay, cool.
With $5,000? I mean, I don't know what you're gonna sell. I mean, you can do something. I mean, $5,000 is not no money at all. Kind of liked her answer. Sound like she didn't have an answer though.
And we got to throw it back to you. What are you going to do? 5,000.
My answer would be, we live in a technology day and age where, I mean,
Oh my God.
there's so many different.
I was watching a show about conversation, and the dude said, I forget what he said, but it was like, he said like just jump in the well or something like that. Just jump in the well. Don't do all this like unraveling and folding of the shit, right? Like this careful unwrapping of the gift or whatever. Like just give them the gift. Like if I was gonna give you a gift card, which one's better? Something that's really wrapped up with a fucking gift card, right? Just get to it, my nig. This is part of being a wolf too. You want to take it all the way back, me versus me. I don't want anybody to not like me. I don't care if you like me. I don't want anybody to not like me. I don't want to bother nobody. I've been this nigga too. You one of these eggshell type niggas. And an eggshell type nigga, he never goes for it in life. He never goes and makes a move. He never initiates. He will settle. He will compromise. He will be lazy. It's just going to bleed every fucking where, right? So, yeah, I'm describing me. Yeah, that's why you think I got the list. So, okay, how do I, first of all, you got to know who you are, but short of it, you got to start trying something. You don't always need the motivation, right? You need to get going. You need to get going. Pick something. What we say, make a bad decision. Don't make no decision. So get going. So he running his mouth like get going. Like if we was going to draw the conversation has to be pretty much always headed here, right? We can't be like, well, I don't know. What's that? Well, sometimes I'll go over it. And then, no. Just you want to put a little Mac sauce on it, talk some smoothness. Okay, but what are we doing? Like, I just need to know who you are. And this is really good. Women really like this from men. They like a lot of how men talk about things because we get right to it, right? And a lot of their friends, you say, they'll tell you about their friend. That's my girl. Like, we kick it, but she can keep it real, though. She knows I don't, sometimes you need to hurt me. That's what she's saying. She's looking for that, right? And that takes a real tough man. It takes a wolf to be able to say, look, I'm okay with you hating me, but that's going to be in an argument, too. I'm going to bed. Well, okay, then go. I'm okay with you hating me. This is the decision we're going to make. Now, we can compromise on some other things, but, sometimes we just got to say, look, I'm going to trust in my judgment, and you're just going to have to deal with it. And then when it work out, you just don't say nothing. Oh, my God, this was the right decision. So, yeah, that's interesting. Maybe you should trust me more often. Yeah, you right. Sometimes you got to tell her what she need to be doing, right? That takes a wolf too. Can't be worried about, well, I don't know if she'll accept that. Look, here's what we should be doing. We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be watching 4 hours of Netflix. Let's go in the bedroom. This is what we should be doing now. We need that guy.
Different ways like you can figure it out if you don't have the resource or the education yourself. Then the internet's there to at least guide you in the right direction and at least make a play.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to have you pop one balloon now.
One balloon?
Yeah.
I got to be quicker this time.
Yeah. Don't get popped.
Yeah.
And I can't ask one more question?
Not right now.
Oh, my
You got to
dear.
pop.
I'm going to go with you, my dear.
Okay. So, Holly, why was your balloon unpopped?
I would say I really liked your face and your answers.
Good for him.
And now why'd you
Good
end
for
up
him.
popping her balloon?
It just seemed like you mirrored off of her answer rather than having your own. I would have appreciated a different answer. It's not to say that like it was a wrong answer.
Too much of this hand talking business. I just don't like these gestures.
I would have just like
You can do some of it, but I would limit a lot of this talking with my hands all the fucking time. Men are typically more still. I don't want to make a stereotype any more than that. Men are typically, of the two, men are typically the more still thing. Now, you can be like the stoic statue. That ain't gonna go nowhere. But, you know, if you start really talking with your hands, you're very excited like this. And oh my God, no, it's no. Like, you're done. You're done. Why? She's already got that. And then what's the value for her? You're doing, number one, you're doing more listening, but I don't need my hands to talk for me. I know you're going to like what I'm saying. And you can start using your hands for emphasis. When you're really trying to get someone to hear something, then use your hands. You are in control of your entire body and your entire conversation style. So you control when you actually gesture on a single fucking word. You would have to practice that, put it in the subconscious, but it's doable.
Like to hear something different.
Sure.
That's a stupid fucking reason to do anything. He ain't a wolf. He's just not.
Thank you.
No worries.
All right, we've got 2 remaining ladies. Ladies, any questions for him? Oh, she's already ready. What's going on over here? All right, let's hear it.
Do you have any kids?
No kids.
Do you want kids?
Of course.
What about marriage? Do you see yourself being married?
I do. I feel like there's...
His eyes wandered. She read this right away. I read it too. Look at this. This means lie. And he's going to look away. I saw it right away too. It looks like a lie to me. Watch. Back it up.
It's a lot.
All right, let's hear it.
Do you have any kids?
No kids.
Do you want kids?
Of course.
What about marriage? Do you see yourself being married?
I do. I feel like there's a lot more than what society tries to throw at us as to what marriage is and what it looks like and force us into something. But if you know, we do the right things and set the right foundation, then of course, yeah.
This is Pod 5.
Good? Yeah. Okay. What about over here?
Are you religious at all?
I am.
Are you a Christian?
Of course.
Okay. How do you practice that in your daily
My day-to-day
routine?
life?
Yeah.
I mean, I do my own personal devotions. I do pray, and I realize that whenever...
She just looking him up. That's all this is. You know when a motherfucker is sure, a motherfucker is sure. How can she be something I ain't? Well, I do. Look at his eyes again. We see when he was talking about different things, he looked dead up. Now our eyes... See, everybody looks at people the different way. Some people notice your shoes. They make up their mind. Some people look at your face, your weight, your skin color, your eye contact. But the shit I can fucking control, this is the shit I want to master. Eye contact, how I speak, how I deliver my phrases, how I move my head and my hands, how I walk, how I talk to people, how I listen to them. How I show them I'm listening to them. How I show them I'm interested in them. You see what I'm saying to you? That I can control. You don't like me because I'm a fat nigga? Hey, I don't like most people either. You don't have to like me. There's a lot of reasons why not to like me. There's a lot of reasons not to like me.
I go off track. I know that I need to seek to the Lord in prayer, and you know, that does wonders for me. It keeps me grounded for sure.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 31, 32 next year.
32. Dang, I had a question, but I forgot. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
So, we do have our 2 final. Oh, she got the question back.
There we
Okay,
go.
go ahead.
Where are you from? Or where are you living? Right
Florida,
now?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm in Chicago.
Chicago? Okay, cool.
We didn't ask her where she's
Yeah.
at. Where are you located?
I'm in Washington State, but my mom lives in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, which part?
She lives in Coral Springs.
Okay, cool.
I grew up there too.
Nice.
We talked a couple of weeks ago. Add, don't agree. I mean, you really gotta, man, you gotta start adding so much more to your conversation. If your conversation is, this is the difference between, like, say, a dude and a man. Like, hey, what you just get done doing? Oh, went to the store. What do I do with that? I mean, I went to the store. Hey, there was this fine bitch out there too. She had big old titties. She was like high yellow. She had like kind of like red hair. You know, I had to holler at her. But yeah, there's some good stuff out there. I'm probably trying to grill out there. I'm trying to grill, so you know how to get my little seasoning. You know, what you gonna grill? You see, we start generating conversation the more we color in the lines. If we just sit there and be like, yo, how was your day? It was cool. You know, you can't really do a lot with that.
Okay.
All right, it is time to
Where's that come from, me versus me? I don't want people to judge me the wrong way. A lot of even my life has been very fearful. So I don't want to say something you don't like. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to do this. What's he thinking? What's this? Well, what happens is you're paying way more attention to how everybody likes you. And you're not paying attention to what you have to communicate. It's kind of like an energy bar. Like my energy bar could be 90% me, 10% them, maybe a little bit 30, whatever fuck. But if it's 90 them and then just 10 me just saying shit, a lot of times I say as little as possible with as little that could actually make an impact either way. So I don't get bitches and I don't really even scare them. They just be like, yo, he's cool. Yeah, I like him. You know, you might not like Donald Trump, but you know how you feel about him. You know, you might not, you might have seen, let's just say, the movie Sinners is a movie you're either probably going to love or hate. Right? So you got to know, if I asked you about your favorite basketball team, and then I told you about the other team, you would be like, well, they're cool sometimes. Like, that's part of life, is like liking and hating people. And then there's people like, you know what, I could maybe like them, I don't know them. But typically, if you're not going to be in the dislike category, you're just in this like back room of like, hey, that person is also at the party. I'll go say hello, whatever the fuck, I'm bored. Like, and a lot of niggas try to take that and backdoor it into pussy. Right? Well, what do you like to do? Where do you like to go? What do you like to do? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Right? And then I'm like, okay, cool. Well, so we gonna go back to the telly or what? Okay, where was this nigga in the conversation? Where was the telly? Where was the wife beat? You know, the Jeezy and the blunt over the ear. Where was this dude in the conversation? Because you've been asking me where I saw myself in 25 years. You see what I'm saying to you?
Papa Baloo.
You're so hard. One more question?
You know,
See, and then now they're all irritated. Okay, so this is over. I think whoever he gets is gonna be like, I'm gonna just give him the number and let him talk. He's already done it this fast, and it's not fair or unfair. You don't get to have them both. And so make a decision and stick with it. But this is horrible for women because they have so much at stake and they're so already skittish as it is this fucking day and age. This shit ain't gonna play, my nigga. You done. And now they're annoyed. You got two bitches, both of them look all right, and you can't even just pick one. Just play eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't give a fuck.
So hard.
You know, and this also, I'm talking a little bit too much. You know who could really help me decide this answer? Me. Right? And then, you know, Mr. Johnson down the hall. Mr. Johnson on the first floor. Mr. Johnson on the first floor could also be like, yo, okay, I like her. She cute. I mean, I want to bait the brakes off this one over here. Like, you can't even make that. Like, so you not even though you look indecisive, you look like you don't even know who you are. It's like we was going to go eat for whatever reason. We was down the road with it, right? 3-4 months, whatever. 3-4, you know, we fucked a bunch of times, right? Let's go get a steak. Okay, well, where you want to go? Oh, I mean, and we don't even have to get steak if you don't want. You like pizza? Oh, yeah, we could get some pizza. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, unless you don't want pizza. Like, at a certain extent, how does she get to know who you are as a man? You know, think about it like this. If she was going to give you a gift, what would it be? If you was going to get the baddest bitch, what is she going to look like? How is she going to talk? How is she going to get you excited to see her day in, day out for the next, you know, whatever, 4 years or whatever? it feels like I don't know, I'm trying to dream on some impossible shit. Like that's a perfect test. No, I gotta know what would it actually sound and feel like and be like if I got what I actually wanted. Sit in a room and really determine that. Watch porn, watch whatever. Go back in the Rolodex and see which bitches you was really, responded to. What's your shit from, when you was a teenager? What is your shit now? What is just like, that just drives me crazy right there. Everybody's got something. So that's like the number one thing you're looking for. But then color in the lines. You can't even color in your own lines, And then this goofy ass gesture. It's all over. It's all over. Right? They're just annoyed now. And that's why I think they was really attracted to him. But now they're looking at him like, I got to keep asking him questions because this shit is really bad.
One more question?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah?
You can ask him one more.
Okay, cool. What does self-awareness mean to you?
What is self-awareness?
What is like being self-aware?
We'll go there and come back.
Okay.
Self-awareness. What does it mean to you?
It means being honest with yourself about your shortcomings.
I don't
'cause
care.
we all
I
have
honestly
it.
don't care.
You
I don't
knowing
care.
yourself.
It is time to pop now. Whenever you're ready,
Man, so
go ahead
hard.
and pop one.
Again, like beautiful lineup. You guys are awesome. I do like both your answers for sure. Where'd you say you were at?
You see what I'm saying to you? I think they should both pop. You in the same town, you in the same building right now. You don't see the opportunity. You don't see something turning your way. You can't flip it. You can't take this to your advantage. You want to be the general, but you can't flip shit to your advantage. You don't even know what you want. You want to be the king. What's the king say? Bring some random hoes in here. What you need, king? Man, give me some food and bring in some hoes. Damn.
Chicago.
Chicago? Okay. Man.
This is so hard. Oh my God. Exactly.
No,
exactly. Perfectly done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hesitant, and I didn't know how he felt, so I'm not sure.
He was feeling both. That's why he
It's a
needed
fast-paced
time.
environment. I can't
Yeah.
rush.
She lying. I love Arlette. She cool. She lying. She know why they pop.
Something.
What do you think John would have?
I think y'all should have let him pick.
Dang.
I think so. I think you guys should get your balloon back and let him pick because you guys just popped because he was hesitating. Let me see what she's saying down
Okay.
over here.
She's an entertainer too.
Okay, so why did you end up popping?
Because if it's taking you that long, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm for you, I'm for you. Yeah. And
Sure.
Now I want you to see how simple she said it. If I'm for this, is how he's supposed to be talking. So, what made you pick me? I was just feeling you. I like the braids. I like this jean shirt you got on. You had a little fly style. You seem like you're somebody I could take to a poetry reading, but you still be cool. We could still, play spades, kick it, and have fun. So that's my shit right there. Plus, you look good as hell, so I had to. We don't need no more questions needed, Your Honor. Now, flip it on the other side. Well, it was tough at first. It was actually but she's cute, and I don't know. There was something about you. I don't know. Yeah. What if a bitch did that to you? Sometimes we're very, very opposite, but a lot of times, human-wise, we're very similar. If a bitch was yo, it's between you and old boy in the corner table at a bar, we would all say the same fucking thing. Well, not the red pill niggas. They say, okay, well, it's got to be me. We all say, man, nigga, go get this nigga, man. It's good. I'm good. I'm straight. I appreciate you. Oh, you're offended. No, I want y'all to win. That's the honest truth. Because an indecisive motherfucker, I don't want to be around. If it take you this long to realize you got diamonds in your hand, then you just must be a fucking fool. That's all she's saying, too.
If my person,
Say love at first sight, eh?
Not all of that, but like a little bit of that for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so you don't want your balloon
No,
back.
I'll take a balloon back.
Okay. So we're gonna let him pick. All right, let's get them back their balloons, and we'll let him pick. All right, let's head on back while they get them back their balloons.
Man, tough crowd, eh?
You see, now you should be thinking.
I know.
Now that they're getting their balloons back, get to thinking. And then one more right here.
A more decisive motherfucker because he got vision. It all connects, really. Everything comes full circle. The work that you would do on yourself behind closed doors connects to the vision, right? So right now, I could be thinking about what the vision gonna be, what the pussy gonna feel like, what I want to do to it, what moves, what positions, what breakdowns of positions. I think I'm gonna get it to Vito tonight, or I'm gonna play this 2 Chainz on her tonight. She ain't gonna know that, right? I'm gonna fuck this white girl up. Them white girls know the lyrics. Where's the niggas? King Von and shit. But you can't do anything with this dude. Because he's indecisive, he don't know himself. So he's killing himself because he won't ask himself just really basic questions. And I'm sure it's very frustrating for women too. When you hem and haw about you, it's like, well, what have you been doing all this time?
Can I ask one more question?
No. You gotta pop.
You say save it for the first date, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. She got the question. I don't got the question. She got the question.
She has a question here. All right, let's get your balloon. Okay, what was your question?
So when it comes to like dating, are you like more traditional or is it like a little more different? Like as far as like courtship
I feel like
and,
sorry, go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like I understand what you mean, but when you say traditional, just because the world's so big and
you see what I'm saying to you? The indecisiveness has bled everywhere. It lives in his mind for making decisions. It lives in the way he asks questions and how many questions he needs to do before he decides what he wants. It lives in what he's hearing. He's already hearing for her what's the perfect answer for her. He's starting to hear for himself a little bit. He want to say probably like, he traditional. This nigga, he probably not traditional. This nigga probably need a bitch to carry the load. To be honest, this nigga's gonna be the perfect girl dad. You know what I'm talking about? But this what not that that's bad. You should definitely be good with your daughter. But it's a lot that's really fucking him up. But now I'm indecisive where I want to live. What school the kids should go to. How I'm going to get at the pussy. What direction we going? Well, I don't really know where we're at. I just want to take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying to you? Like it's just affecting him anywhere. I bet you it took a very long time for him to figure out what to wear. And I bet you he was hella nervous because when you get in that, this is why I'm talking, because I know this shit. Like you start anticipating almost being wrong. It's that negative red pill mindset that we talked about. So you anticipate you even saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. You expect to be wrong, right? So you're like, okay, cool. You're doing iterations upon iterations of like, well, if I say that, well, how would she react? Well, what if I said that? Well, how would she be? It's what women do. Their brains is all clogged up. Well, women want to empty kind of the whole brain vessel into a man, right? At times. Not when she's at her job or when we're talking about sharing the workload in a marriage, but during in bed, definitely on dates, definitely. And sometimes right when she comes from home, I just want to do my job as his girl. That's it. I had a hard day. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be with you. What are we doing? Well, do you feel like going for a run or do you feel like going out to eat or do you just want to stay in nigga? You see what I'm saying to you? This will bleed everywhere. Who you are bleeds everywhere. What if you were a wolf?
If are you just mean like gender roles or?
Not really necessarily. I'm just really big on like courtship and like my man being a gentleman and making me feel like, you know, I'm the only girl in the world. Like that's just how I am and how, you know, I like things.
Okay.
So as far as that.
I'm the only girl in the world. Take that back and walk it down to the date. Come out of the future and walk it down to the date. I'm the only girl in the world. That's eye contact, active listening, all that shit. Posture, moving in closer to her. Maybe you smile at something she said, or you nodding a little bit. You letting her know, look, I actually enjoy this interaction. You ain't got to fall in love, but you got to act like you like her as a human being and you're enjoying the interaction.
You know?
Yeah, answer is so originally my roots are in Jamaica, so 100% like I believe in leadership as a man. And not to say a woman has to follow, but you know, if we're talking about faith and being supportive and like what, you know, each role plays, then to answer your question, yes.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and pop. It's time now.
Definitely. I love to lead. I love when a woman follows. There's nothing sexier. When she fully trusts, I'm going to take her to a dope place. I'm a dope nigga taking bitches to a dope place.
Man, give me 2 seconds.
No.
I want to
you
like
got
not
time.
to choke him. Choke him.
Okay.
Okay. So I saw it was really tough. But first, let's ask you, why was your balloon unpopped? Or
I'm not gonna lie, he's not my typical type.
Okay.
But he's handsome. And I think it was the accent that kind of
I got you.
But
Okay.
like, and I liked his answers and everything. So yeah.
Cool.
nice. So why'd you end up popping her balloon after 50 years?
You know, honestly, I resonated with her answers more. If it was a concept of beauty, I mean, I'd be at a loss to even try and say anything about that. But I just resonated with her answers more. It was hard, as you could
Yeah,
see. So,
I got you.
Yeah.
So have you join us up here. Come on up. Let's all head back.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait to resonate with the
You
answers.
stand. No, you stand over here. Yep. All right. Any final question between the two of you? If not, just one. Just one. If
got
you
a
don't have
question.
one, that's okay.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
This
27.
nigga got more questions. I kind of like her. I didn't like her at first, but then I started thinking about some things. I kind of like long legs are cool, man. I mean, the legs are probably about right here, right? Oh no, that's kind of my shit. She got that chocolate, right? The chocolate is just right. It's like Goldilocks. It's just that's chocolate. I'm gonna need 2 scoops. I'm gonna eat you up with both hands, bitch. No silverwares.
Okay. And
Oh my
when's your
god.
birthday?
22nd.
So you just turned 27.
I did.
Okay. I'm gonna pop. And not that there's anything like wrong with you at all. I really did resonate with your answers. I feel like I would just want to.
Have you dreamed of getting your pilot license and soaring?
Just where I'm at in my life. Not to say that you have to be older than me or like 30 or anything like that, but where I'd like to be with somebody closer to my age.
Okay. Thank you. You can head on back. You did all that just to pop.
Right. The thing came down to the age. This was the first question you needed to ask since it was your deal breaker. The 31-year-old box, it's going to feel differently than the 29-year-old version. Not that you was going to be doing anything with it, Mr. Bangles. It kind of bothers me. Okay, hang on. Nah, I can't say it. Okay, I'm going to say, looks like he's wearing a bangle. And he was real indecisive about choosing from beautiful women. That's all I'm gonna say there. He just kept asking. That's all I'm gonna say there. Some of these traditional motherfuckers.
I want to be genuine. That's all I can do, right?
All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming. Ladies, let's give it up for him. I'll take the mic.
Put in the comments. They roasted. Let's see. Oh, we gotta do it. Let's do it to start. Let's just see if there's any balloons left. This is it. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. We got Colors that don't even go together. This cost $2. This shirt costs $2. And then we got the pants that your uncle used to. I kind of like the pants though. I don't know. You like with a suit, like a nice suit, maybe. Like a. I don't know. That's crazy, fam. What the fuck? Let's see if we got any bitches that hang on to my nig. Hey, everybody deserves. No, I think he went home. Let's see. No, he's still in there. They both got equally bad outfits. They look like they go together. Both their outfits stupid.
You could
All right, let's go.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just don't know how tall you are for real though.
We're like 5'8".
You're 5'8"?
Yeah.
Without the shoes?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for him?
I do. I want to know what kind of content you consume as far as maybe TV shows, movies, podcast. Like, what do you do in your free time? What kind?
The women are coming, Jack. I saw one the other day. They're gonna start asking people about Diddy. I seen that shit. The way the women learn, man. The women are like AI, man. If one gets their heart broke, they put the shit out. Now y'all shouldn't have gave them social media. They got virgins on the lookout for shit. Y'all fucked it up. Y'all let the red pill niggas run wild, asking them their leg count and shit. And then you got the goofy niggas trying to tell them that every bitch belongs in a box. You just open the box and she just do whatever you need at the time. You know, that shit. 1931 is over. But, man.
What kind of media are you consuming into your life?
Well, I would say I like comedic content. You know, I'm not gonna say the names because I don't know if I could. I'm not trying to promote them. I don't know them, so I can't.
I would love
What kind of answer is comedic? The shoulders are pointy. It's all bad to me.
to hear like who you think is funny or what shows you like, what movies like, what's your favorite.
Okay, so
like what are you? I'm a homebody, so just like hearing like, what are we gonna lay down and watch?
A nice question.
So I watch stuff like okay, so if I said names, it's not me promoting them.
This nigga. Okay, so again, we need the wolves. We got to trend forward. It's always like, well, I gotta be safe. What would you get in trouble with a TV show? Just what do you want to say? What weird shit are you watching? What you're already in her mind. This is the most, probably like the nice guy. Why does he always lose? Because this is where he stay at. Not that he's a bitch, but he stays at, let me out anticipate the bitch. And it's hard not to, because you think like a lot of other people. Like you might read novels, you're thinking like them. You watch movies, you're thinking like them. You look at people, you're thinking, what is he thinking? What is she thinking? But when you get a bad bitch, you're like, damn, I'm not trying to fuck this up. But I can assure you the only niggas that really win stay home way more often. You know, it's nice to visit the land of woman to kind of figure out what's going on here and there. You should listen to the women about being a woman. But I know where I live at. I don't live on that side of the street. So, but again, a lot of time, this is what happens with like too much of that red pill. Like, that's all they do is worry about bitches. Well, have 17 ways to tell a bitch don't like you. Well, I got to learn 17 ways why a bitch don't like me. There's a lot of more ways than that. All they could do is 17. Shit, I could probably come up with 17 reasons why a bitch shouldn't choose up. The fuck? Like, not everything. I got to get my toes done again. I got to get my... That sounded bad. I got to clip my toes. And the bottom of my feet ashy. Disgusting. Disgusting! A lot of reasons. She might not like the way I sweat. I might have something in the middle of my teeth or something. I don't fucking know. But shit, this nigga, you gotta be able to just put it out there. Just put the fucking sandwich on the goddamn table. Put the meat on the table, my nigga.
You can say what you like.
Oh, okay. So I watch like Drewski. I watch Kai Cenat. Not the whole streaming university thing, but I watch certain clips. I would say I mostly watch Drewski.
And watch the hands again. You really, it's not He's probably not gay, but the hands, he learned from the wrong person. Maybe, Mom, maybe. I do wonder about that aspect of single motherhood, them picking up gestures that make Mom laugh, you know. And there are times when I've seen little boys twerking that because it makes Mom giggle. Like, nah, he's not supposed to be a little you know. I'll go with you on that one. We still need men.
The certain skits and stuff like that. Like I watch comedic stuff. I don't. It's not nothing specific, but stuff that's based on comedy.
Okay. Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. With the people with the lions and stuff like that.
This nigga.
Yeah, they're not lions; they're dragons. That doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, my kid watched that.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
It makes you fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
Kids? No, not at all.
Do you want any kids?
Do I want them?
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm.
Yeah. She was trying to, you know, I think the women still love niggas, man. They love dudes. I think they love us. I know what they say on social media. And it's hard to hear too. We don't need black men. Black men are all caping for the white man. I heard that one this week. I was just like, what the fuck? I don't go behind that goofy Trump shit. The Proud Boys. I ain't trying to join the Proud Boys and all this business. Yeah, it's hard to hit. But deep down, they love them and we love them and they love us. You can sit there, maybe you like white bitches better, that's cool. But you know ain't no one gonna ride out for you like a sister. That she's the only one that could possibly know what it's like to be a black man. Not that she has any earthly clue, but she's a lot closer. She ain't way out there like fucking Jupiter or whatever the fuck. Neptune. She a little bit closer. But he's kind of a weirdo. So she was trying to save him is what I'm basically saying. These questions allowed her to make up her mind.
50.
Oh, you're 50. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I should have told you I was going to pop. That was rude.
You got kids now?
I do not. I do not. I would like someone with a little closer
You want kids at 40?
40?
Yeah.
That's like 10 years. Probably a little sooner. I also enjoy a lot of fantasy, and I enjoy like podcasts or YouTubes or just watching things that give me a little bit more knowledge or depth, and I didn't feel like I really got that from you.
The black women are so stupid, and they don't submissive like the white girls, and they not use. I like an anime, and that's only white girl. Come on, bro. If white people have it, we have it. Whatever it is, nerds, we got nerds. Crazy bitches, white people have crazy bitches. We got that too. Whatever you want. Bitches that love the way Indiana Jones look. There's a black bitch that like Indiana Jones. I don't know why we do this. The black girl's just gonna like dance better, and then she'll get really ashy and put lotion on it rather than whatever white people do.
But
I mean the bad lotion, the good lotion.
I think the outfit goes crazy. I love your confidence.
Thank you.
It's just not for me. I just feel like it's more of a friend vibe. But thank you for your time.
Time for night.
Sit on bed.
A little bit. So
Okay, I got to do the last one.
I'm 29 years old.
29. Okay, what do you do?
P. Willie boy.
I am security operations specialist, and I also sing a little bit.
Okay, nice.
Speaking of Indiana Jones, no, I can't. I don't know. I was really feeling the brim. These look like combat boots. Not for me. Not with the pants tucked into the boots or whatever's going on. Not for me. But it's all black. I mean, it all matches. It's probably shined up. Let him have it. I ain't got to like it. I'm not him.
And what are some things you like to do for fun?
Oh, well, I like to read a little bit. I like to go for walks. I like to make music, so I sing, and I've been dibbling and dabbling and rapping a little bit. So I like to
spit some
do
bars.
Positive music. Music is more so what I'm into.
Okay. So what do you look for in a woman?
Ooh, one, she's beautiful, God-fearing, someone who
understands what love is. Not just the cliche meaning of it all, but someone who actually understands what love is. That being,
What's love got to do with it? Why fuck around when you could get the pussy?
biblical, and also what it takes to properly love somebody.
What the fuck are you talking about? Why are we talking about love? We haven't even met people. Can we just be here before we go there?
Okay. So now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers.
When the kids staying up late and I want to fuck. When we're both 80 years old, you know, I'm still gonna want to hit. I don't want to be looking at nothing. Oh, can we just live here?
One who lives with their parents.
Okay.
Wow.
The reason why I say that is because
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's okay if you live with your parents, I guess, but it's like if you've never lived outside of your parents' home.
Okay.
I should have said it like that, but
Okay. Got it. That's your only deal breaker?
yes.
Okay.
There's a story behind that I kind of want to hear. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say that's my deal breaker. Right.
Got it. All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there and see why Shanti popped it. So if we can have your name and age.
Mecca, and I'm 26.
Okay. Mecca, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I do live with my mom. I'm a full-time law student, and I have always lived by myself, like since 16. But I mean, you did say that, so I just popped. Yeah, that's
Makes
it.
sense.
Okay. And now is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Head to toe.
And all you had to do was just be a motherfucker that moved forward in advance. Move this conversation forward. Get us going. Add something. Put some weight up in here. Put a man up in this room. Oh, that's okay. No, it's cool if you're saving money. You know, it's, you know, I just want, you know, whatever you got to say. I like a hustler. You know, you love the law. Maybe I could retain you sometime. Maybe I could retain your services, you know. I think juries would probably really love you. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, do something, right? Do the wrong thing. Do terrible whatever. Now, don't be a stalker or whatever the fuck, but go.
It looks nice. She came dressed to impress.
Thank you. Let's go here. Your name and age.
My name's Yasmin. I'm 26.
Okay. Yasmin, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Can I ask a question first? Where are you from?
I'm from Austin, Texas.
He's from Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun. I like the hat though. That's kind of fly. I like hats like that, fedoras and shit.
Okay, so you Texas country. I don't know. It's just I saw the hat and I got excited and I was like, "Ooh, somebody country like me." But then I don't know. It's just something. I apologize, but you seem great, and I wish you the best on your career.
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
All right. So
You're
you
beautiful
popped
too, by the way.
because
I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it, but it's just a no for me.
It's interesting because she's indecisive. And so she just let her body, her general sense, her instinct, and her feelings decide. I wonder what could have impacted her feelings. Could have made her immediately stir and pay attention to me. I wonder what would have made her want to talk more about herself to me. I wonder what it would have made her immediately more comfortable with me rather than having all this stuff in her brain and stress on her body and she a little tired and she bored and she irritated and the girl next to her got bad breath. And here come a decent looking dude with a hat and I'm excited. And then I started spitting corny fuck shit.
okay, no problem.
I don't need you to step into the mind of a woman. I'm just saying, you know, from the parts that I know and the many parts that I have no fucking clue because I'm not one, there's a lot that you could see why it would go wrong. Now, let's just flip it and just stay on man world. Okay. If she's indecisive, I got to be decisive. I got to want to be the leader. I hear a lot of people, we're the leader. I'm the man, and that's the best thing ever. So, do you actually want the job? Because you don't audition for it. You don't work on it. You don't work on your mental. You don't work on how to talk to people. You don't work on even talking to people. You don't work on clearly communicating how you feel about a thing. You don't get around a whole bunch of people and still live in your own mind. You don't want to know what you're going to say next. None of that is there. So all we have is a motherfucker fucking around, saying dumb shit. Well, now, why should she want to follow me in a conversation when I don't say nothing? Why should she want to follow me when I am not headed in any direction? The more good directions you can take a woman, the more submissive she would become. There's a lot of keys to submission. And I think, I don't even like that word. Fuck that. Following a man. But you have to be the kind of motherfucker that makes consistent good decisions. I've never been to this place before. Okay, well, I have. It's dope. Get this drink. It's dope. I wore this dope outfit and I brought a dope motherfucking man, the best man I know, with me, hollering at you. I'm looking you dead up because you look good as fuck. I got some plans for us after this if shit go right. I know what I'm looking for in a woman, and I'm going to be motherfucking looking all over you to see if I can see it.
One that's your type?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
I think she got a beautiful smile. I love the dress. She's beautiful from head to toe.
Thank
Absolutely.
You could have led with that shit. If you're going to fuck around, you're going to fuck around. Leave with something sexy on this. You know what? You look good from head to toe, as far as I'm concerned. What's all this? Oh, what's your definition of love and all this?
Thank you. All right, let's head back this way. So we do have 5 remaining ladies. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Oh, okay. I kind of like the shoes. I didn't see what they were shoes. I just don't think the pants work for me. It looks like it's just too much. It might be the style.
Question.
Yes. So I guess my first question
Something
would be
fucking stupid.
It's more of a scenario.
Okay.
So if I was a hard worker, which I am, and I've been on a job for a long period of time, let's say maybe 2 years, but within the last month or two, I came home and I was complaining more so. How would you go about speaking to me? What would you say?
Okay. This is something that's also kind of feminine. You live rooted in your trauma, and you're the last person to understand it. Everything that happened to you ever is not a problem, but you might have had some shit that happened that you wasn't in love with or shaped something negative about you. That's life, and you got to overcome that thing, not pretend it didn't exist. But this sounds like he had some kind of problem with somebody who said you come home and complain too fucking much. This is a really weird question. But if that's your last girlfriend, so what was the first question? What's love got to do with it? And then now we got, well, if I came home, would you still be all sassy and shit? So again, this ain't nothing for a bitch mind to hold. Am I giving her some sexual moves? If I let her know I'm a grown man, you know what I like to do. I like to get at bitches. I like to bang them out, make them feel all kind of good inside. Smile for a week. Do I have a direction and ambition for my life? Do I have passions I pursue outside work? Do I like to relate to different people? Am I open-minded, tolerant? Am I intriguing? Do I have a sharp wit? Do I have a backbone? Am I eternally curious about people, or am I shut off to the world? Am I more on a quiet, read type nigga? Am I more an out loud nigga? Who am I? That was the first question he should have woke up asking himself in the morning. Who am I today? That way I don't have to ask this stupid fucking question, which sounds like I don't know how to deal with a woman.
Okay.
That negative mind follows you around and it leads to negative results. Give your fucking self a chance.
Name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Kara, and I'm 28. I actually like someone who's very like communicative, like, you know, that talks about their feelings. I'm real sappy like that. So I'm always asking, how are you feeling? So I don't think it would be complaining to me. It's just kind of be you expressing how you feel. And, you know, I don't think I would say much because that's just how I am. I would probably try to console you or try to figure out ways to, you know, help you with whatever you're going through. So, yeah.
She's definitely submissive. I don't know if you can see that. I saw that.
Name and age and
She's definitely going to defer to a man.
answer to his question.
It could skew wrong. A real wild nigga, it could really skew wrong for her. You know, a lot of times the niggas that be beaten or, you know, just got to talk shit, all this, they know that a woman is highly influential and going to go with the flow and loves to make people happy or is scared of making them unhappy, and you can go wild with that shit. You really can ruin someone's life with that shit. Bitch Nate made niggas ruin lives.
My name is Holly and I'm 28. You know, if we're living together, I would hope that, you know, I know a lot about you at
Why is he standing to the side? Is that part of the show? Because it looks weird.
that point. I think words do mean something, but I think actions mean a lot more. So I feel like, you know, maybe we would talk about it, but then I would also try to, you know, ease like something off of your plate in some way, trying to do like maybe like something that you like, or you know, maybe there's like a chore that you normally like pick up around the house, and maybe like I would do it if you're, you know.
That's Teddy's good girl. I like seeing that. Compliment her when she do something nice that you like seeing. Make her feel sexy and special about that shit. Come on now, that's easy.
Not there because you're working longer hours or something like that. Yeah.
I need a long massage.
And the answer to his question.
Angelica, 32, and I would, you know, provide a safe space for you.
Nah, we don't need
power of life
that.
and death in the tongue, and so as your helpmate, you know, I would want to speak life into you, remind you to stand on the Lord's word, and yeah, anything I can do to help, I'm there. So.
Another one that's submissive. You probably heard something wrong. You said, well, we can communicate what you did wrong. Come on, man. The right one, she's ready to go too. And this is going to be like 80% of women. That's just what they grow. I mean, we socialize them to do that. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's also just, man, as far as I know about their bodies, it's just kind of naturally what they feel like doing. Who am I to fight biology? They got what they got. We got what we got. So if you don't like leading, you better read a book about it and fall in love and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's our job.
Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Hello, my name is Brianna. I'm 30. Can I just double check what your question was just to make sure I answer it properly?
I mean, you wasn't.
It was a scenario question. I was basically saying, you know, if I was a hard worker and I've been on this job for a long period of time, but within the last month or two, if I came home and I started complaining, I just wanted to know how you would go about, you know.
And then would you go to your next door neighbor and like smoke a bowl of weed with him and then like fuck his brains out? Like, would you do that or would you not do that?
Conversating with me, or would you conversate at all?
Okay, so first thing, you're a hard worker, so it obviously shows, you know, your work ethic and your goals. And so I would probably say, let's get grounded and figure out exactly what the problem is, what is bothering you, and then I am definitely a problem solver. So if you don't like the job, then what job do you want? You know, what are your goals? Like, what are we gonna do next? You know, you don't have to stay there if you don't want to, but we probably need to figure out what would be the next step so that you're happy within your career, which takes a lot of time of your life since you say you are a hard worker. And so I think the communication is important, and I love that you will be communicating that it was a problem, but I would be very solution oriented and create a safe space that we could just kind of figure it out.
She's saying, what do you need? She said, tell me what you need. That's what that meant. That meant to me, tell me what you need.
And over here, your name and age and the answer to his question.
My name is Jayla. I'm 27. I'm also a really solution-oriented person, so that'd be the first step. Well, the first step would be comfort, right? Because I do want to provide a safe space for you to be able to talk about your problems and anything you might be going through. I feel like I'd be more on the peaceful side of things, so kind of like trying to wind you down after having such a hard day. And then, yeah, I'd move into more of a space like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay at this job? I want you to be able to lead your career, but I do want to assist in that. So
I don't have to say nothing.
if you have different aspirations or if you want to move on from that job, we can talk about like what that might look like. We can look at connections we might have together, and sort of move on from it. Not every job is going to be for you, and life changes really fast and frequently. So that's something that I'd be comfortable with dealing with. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you what, leadership also, there's a missing component that I don't often hear about. So that's why I'm going to talk about it. I just thought of it as well. Past leadership, we do need someone to seize control. You might hear that wrong. Yeah, that means tell them what to do and they got to do it. And if they don't do 110%, they're a bad, terrible. Look, you're not that. I got dope suggestions. I got dope directions. This is where I'm going to live. But they need you to now take the role of leadership. So let's say if I was going, I've done this. Let's just tell them myself. Gone on. What was it? I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Gone on a date. Things go not the date, but met her at the bar. Went back when I was drinking. Went well. She went home, dropped off a person. She was from out of town. Went to the telly, and for whatever reason, I got real weirded out. And I found out she was married, which that slowed me down. But I was also bitch made too. I don't know what happened. I didn't say I was perfect, but she was hella frustrated because she had gone out of her way to get the friend out the way. She had circled the block. She had probably never cheated or only cheated every now and again with certain people. She had liked how I was getting at her. I had been talking that shit. Then I get there and it's like, okay, lead. Now seize control and lead. You know, she told me where the telly was. She told me where the room was. She did some work. But now, okay, now it's you 100, me 0. I'm just going to be helpless. And so all of this, I'm not going to have to be accountable for, except for these orgasms. I'll be accountable for those. Right? That's when she tells the husband, oh, you was doing it. Oh, things just happened. I was drunk. Right? Now, I don't remember her being particularly drunk, and I wasn't necessarily drunk. So you don't take advantage of a woman when she's drunk. Don't do that. But you know how they kind of do that. Oh, it was just, I was going through a phase. What phase is sucking a lot of dick? What phase is that? That wasn't in the classes about the phases a woman goes through. She becomes a grown woman, and I know there's like perimenopause and there's menopause. What phase is I suck a lot of dick? They're not accountable. You don't even need to go there. But we need, at a certain point, to assert control. Let's say we was just chilling on this date. We having a lot of fun. I've already let it. And, you know, she's, maybe she's fumbling with her keys, and which I don't care for. But that's like her. Okay, seize control. Like we're at the car. She's fumbling. Oh, I got to find my keys. Da-da-da. Bet you know where the keys are. I need you to seize control. They almost love that moment. I think there's something very sexual about the actual seizing of control of her body that women really love. It's almost like an instant let go. It's not like a slow, like, should we take this step? I don't know. It's like okay, bitch, turn off your brain. Let me go to work. Oh, great. I get to do that now. I get to turn off my brain and get to orgasms. Great. Take me there. Go. But you have to, one, recognize the signs and be able to do that. We've got a bunch of women who are saying, okay, cool, I'll answer a little simple fucking question. But we also need you to seize control. A lot of times, this can be both things. Like one, a real obstinate, stubborn, patriarchal nigga. I ain't got no problem. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Go get this, do that. But also a real like diffident, like really weak motherfucker. He gonna come home and be like either passive aggressive with it, just sniping at her, or he won't be able to articulate what he wants. I can see you in a bad mood, Russell. What do you want me to do? Oh, I don't know. Just I don't know. You just sit there for a while. I'm cool. Let's just watch the program. I've said that. Let's just rock the program. That might not be actually what I fucking need. Maybe I need to talk about it, just get somebody else's perspective on it. Maybe I need to take her in the bedroom and bang her out. Maybe I need to get some head work. Maybe I need to just, have her massage a nigga. Maybe she need to make me a good plate. Maybe we can just go sit on the back porch or whatever the fuck, right? But what do I need so that I can lead?
Let's head on back, and I'm gonna hand you a pick. There you go.
She looked good to me. She looked good to me. I don't really get in for that country stuff. I really would not like to just fish all day. I hate fishing. It's so fucking boring. Country, nah, with all them bugs, I ain't a country nigga. That ain't gonna happen. But we would have fun up until then. But going out there with Uncle Bubba and shit. And come on now. But I bet she can cook though. Them Southern motherfuckers, they cook. So let's see what's going on.
Have you pop one balloon?
Oh,
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one balloon.
Want to break into cybersecurity, but
Man.
Ladies, in a perfect world, I would take you all home with me. You're all beautiful in your own unique way. And I want to just go ahead and appreciate you coming out. Arlette also doing a thing. Love the success of your show. I mean, to hell with Netflix. I'm glad you're back with us. You belong to the people. I'm going to go pop your balloon. I just had a better connection with the other two. That's all it was. So I really do hope you find love going forward. What's all this other stuff?
Every single person here is gorgeous.
Yes, they are.
Every single one. Y'all are amazing. Okay. This is.
Where the wolves at? Where's the nigga that's gonna seize control? Where'd he go?
It's hard, but I gotta do it.
Okay. Head up this way. All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
I thought that you were very handsome, and I just wanted to hear more about what he had to say. I love the question, and yeah, it was just, I feel like we could have went to Cowboy Carter together, and it would have been fun.
I don't really care for her. The outfit is trash, but that doesn't mean she couldn't look better in something else. Sometimes cats get too, she can't have this dress on. She can't have these jeans on. She ain't got to wear them shits around you, right? She'll clean up if you clean her up.
Like having a good time, so I was just trying to hear him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon? We saw it was hard, but why'd you end up popping hers?
I don't. She gave a really good answer. I think I was just more drawn to the other lady's answers. Okay. She's very gorgeous. I love this outfit. She's killing it with the black and white. I love the eyeshadow and everything, or I don't even know what it's called. Yeah. I love it. She has a very nice.
That was a perfect answer. I don't know what all that goofy shit is called. You know why? Because we're not supposed to. We aren't supposed to. Now, she can teach you that. This is called mascara. I mean, that's how we learn, right? But I still don't know what all that goofy fucking shit means. Blush, and all that bullshit.
Smile too. So I had to pick somebody.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's head back. So we've got 4 ladies.
Streets is watching, right? Streets is always watching how we interact with every nigga. So they said that yesterday on that conversation. It was dope. I forget what his name was. She's Mel Robbins, who I don't care for, but It was dope about it. But he was like, what'd he say? People are seeing like how you interact with everybody. And that's really true. So act the same with everybody. And that's really true. Like, you know, if they see like I was a real douchebag to her, you know, or I'm real negative minded with her. Oh, well, I hated this dress, and you just look like you didn't do your makeup well today. So she go, okay, cool. Well, that probably is going to show up down the road. Or he real rude to strangers, you know. Even just like, you ever met a bitch that was rude to strangers? He was like, I'm done. Like, well, okay, she got the same shit about manners. Everybody like manners. You know, and if you ever got one of them bitches that I like a roughneck, he don't have good manners. Like, you know what? You ain't for me. You ain't embarrassing me in public.
Ladies left. Go. You're good, girl.
Just drop the balloon.
All right, so we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Yes. So what's your relationship with God currently?
Okay.
How does that look?
We'll start there and come back.
I just don't know what question you would ask to differentiate someone if it wasn't based upon something you very much cared about. Like even politics, so you could ask here too, because I ain't fucking no Trump bitch. But these bitches didn't vote for Trump. But I just can't, like, I don't know, like, what question would tell me more about, like, a person, like, on, you know, tell me your worst fear in life. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, okay, that was the deal breaker right there. So I would just ask a fun, playful question because I don't fucking care, really. Like, I don't know where you would go with that. What's your birth sign? Or all that stupid shit. What's an inspiring piece of advice? Like, okay, cool, but if I really wanted to flip around old girl from the back and spank it a bunch of times, is the fact that she said some stupid shit about what her grandpa taught her gonna really price her out? You know what I mean? I know it's the show.
Okay.
All right, what's your relationship with God currently?
God is always with me, always in my heart. We talk daily, and I'm not talking about like at a specific time of the day. It's pretty quick, on site, even like right now, you know, speaking through me every second of the day. When I move a lot, and I'm trying to settle down, which is, you know, what I'm in search of right now. But every apartment or space that I've had to myself, the first thing I make is an altar. And I've noticed that has led me in a better direction than doing anything else. I also really stand on my man being led by God because I'm going to be following you. So I got to know that you're following the right person. So, yeah, very strong relationship.
I don't even need to say nothing.
Jayla.
Jayla?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay, what about over here?
God is my best friend. Jesus is my best friend. I talk to him daily. I'm actually also in school for ministry at GCU, so I go there full time as well. I didn't say that, but I want to serve him for the rest of my life and submit to someone that's also.
A shout out to her. I know a lot of them are old school churches. She's not going to be able to be a minister.
Serving him.
Beautiful.
Oh!
Procrastination. Pursuing a relationship with Christ. I grew up very religious, but my household wasn't as like stern, so it was always my decision to follow Christ. And I pray. I talk to God every day. I make sure.
You know, really, me, I'm just gonna be kind of watching more than I'm listening. Like, do I like her voice? Do I just get a nice feeling about her? Oh, you can't have no feelings. You know, I let my instincts decide some things. What's an instinct but a feeling that I can't quite name, really? You know what I mean? You just say, yo, I got a bad feeling about this party. You don't know what's going on, but you just know the wrong niggas was in the party. You ever have that? Or you just like, you know what? We don't need to be here. Or maybe something is just too hood. You just like, this ain't my crowd. This ain't gonna go well. You might niggas passing Henny, smoking, and it's already niggas, you know, squabbling real loud with each other. You know what? You know what? I see this coming. So, what kind of feeling do you get about it? What kind of instinct do you like? What did you observe with your eyes? What have you been hearing as far as how she's gonna mess with you or mess with you? What are we doing?
He's in whatever situation I'm in and make sure, I'm leading with him in mind. So like, I'm just always actively pursuing that. I do want to have a stronger relationship with him. like since being a flight attendant, it's been kind of hard trying to schedule work balance and, finding me a church home in Chicago, things like that. But I'm actively doing that. Like he's always at the forefront of my mind.
A church in Chicago? Chicago ain't nothing but black people.
So, yeah.
That's good.
And so over here, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I think I just popped it because I feel like maybe I'm not the woman that he's really looking for as far as spiritual or like maybe religion wise. Okay. I'm more of a spiritual person. I do believe in God, and I do find myself talking to him. And not even just like when I'm going through something, but like even when I'm happy.
I don't care. It was based off his question. Again, it really is all gonna tell a story about who you are. It's all gonna tell a story about who you are. And if you don't like that, then you probably don't like part of your story. But she said your question meant you were about God. That was one of the first questions you asked of us. So you must be a godly nigga. I'm not that. Now he can't turn around and say nothing but, okay, cool, I respect that.
She's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I think you are handsome too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So we did hear from the three ladies on your question. I am going to now have you pop one balloon. Okay. So why was your balloon unpopped?
He's my type. He looks like past relationships, so he's definitely my type. But I loved his answers and love what he had to say. He has like a brightness about him, so yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And why'd you end up?
Again, a brightness, that's cool. You look like an ex I had. Sometimes that's the goofy reason why she picking you. It's not an exact science. I say that to lend to the idea that anybody good with women is 100% with all women. Anybody good with women is taking rejection about half the time. They're not going to show it, but it's part of it. Okay, you just try to get like a Steph Curry. You'd rather have it be 45% than like 7% or 1%. You know what I mean? But in order to get better, you go through it, right? But it just happens this way.
Of popping her balloon.
Again, I think it was just the answers. Okay. Can I mention something though?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You have some of the most amazing eyes.
Thank you.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
You.
I think Arlette agrees too. Yeah.
Thank you.
I just want to throw that. Y'all can zoom in on that. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, our two ladies left. Any questions for him? Okay, we'll go here and then we'll be.
It was confusing, right? Like she's got the most gorgeous eyes, but then you popped her, but like God really means that much to you? All right.
Over there. All right, go ahead.
Do you have a problem with kids? One kid.
Okay, so
just be decisive. Just say what you need to say. It feels wrong. She's going to get offended. If she was going to get offended, then she was always going to get offended. I can't keep the people who act safe never go far. I have played a lot of women real safe. I'm good. I'm in there. Let's carry it one more day. I mean, I don't do that too often. What else have I done? Her body was saying yes. She was looking for me to initiate and lead. Yes, consent. Yes, she needs to be, all that. But she was dropping hints about the weekend. I'm too stupid to pick it up. But again, that comes from not really listening. That the people that is going to be bad at that always live in somebody else's mind when they talk. The people that's going to pick up on it, they already like what they're about to say. Oh, that was dope. I'm about to say that. I'm about to say that and see what they do with it. Okay, now I'm paying attention to what they do with it. You know what I'm saying? Vis-a-vis, I shouldn't say that. Well, people are watching. Oh, I don't know. People ain't gonna like me. The commenters and then, okay, cool. Let me say this really weak. Well, you're so gorgeous. Oh, kids. Oh, shout out our single mothers and married women with kids. But also, if you don't have kids, that's not a bad thing. But I would prefer to have kids with, a woman that we had kids together. But we could do a blended family too. Bro, get to where you need to go. You are always going to disappoint somebody with your answer. Every single thing that you say is going to disappoint some woman. I'm not into that. I don't want to do that. Let's go here. I didn't say why you have to call it here. Well, why didn't you say something? Well, it was your decision. I saw you eating. Well, yeah, that's true. I'm going to go where I like to go. I'm going to go where we will enjoy ourselves. There's different types of food at this joint. There's different games we can play at the video game place. There's different drinks at the bar. They play different types of music, but it's all relaxing shit. There's a bunch of cool shit at this bar, and then downstairs there's something else cool that I want to show to you. I'll give you several reasons to like me, and you'll forgive the two you don't. But I have to do that and get it out there. Otherwise, I just play everything safe. And you ever play with a nigga that don't shoot and don't pass and don't really do much? You just kind of sit around. You don't want to play with him no more. Bro, you ain't do. Shoot the rock. Oh, I didn't. Well, I thought you was open. Shoot it. I pass it to you. Shoot it, bro. Oh, okay. And how's he shooting? You know he sucks.
To answer that question, I do not. So normally, I don't.
Okay.
Normally, I don't.
Oh my God.
I've dated many women with kids, and I'm open to dating a woman with kid. But like when certain things happen in your life and, in relationships and stuff like that, like it makes you kind of like want to step away from certain things. Will I treat a woman different?
If there was a sheep and the wolf was hungry, would they play a game together first or get to know each other and all this bullshit? Now, I'm doing a little bit of sex there too. Yes, you sexually desire her. We need to make sure we sexually desire each other. I want to fuck. Congratulations. You woke up today. I don't want to pay for dates and I just want to fuck. Right, because that's who we are. Yes, I too would like to take the cheapest route to the pussy possible. Why do people say these things like that's honest? I would like a free drink and I want the best piece of steak. Of course, you want the best piece of steak. Get to where you need to go. The wolf, once he sees what he wants, he's looking to hone in on it at the right moment. We can talk, we can enjoy each other's company, but once I see my moment, I gotta go. Flip it to her. Once I let him know it could be his tonight, I want to know he gonna be able to make it happen and do it well. Well, here's Russ answering every fucking question in the book. I don't think if it comes down to it, this is the nigga that's gonna blow backs out. Well, do you like this position? Do you not like this position? I could do all positions.
Different because she has a kid? Absolutely not. She's going to get the love and respect that she deserves. So I'm open to dating a woman with a kid. I just really need to know what this woman is about. Really, that's really what it is.
That's fair.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. What about over here?
Do you have any kids?
I have 0.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no kids.
Do you want kids?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
How many kids do you want?
I can have as many as God,
You see what I'm saying to you? So this is going to bleed all over the place. What you are bleeds. What you are spreads like a disease. You can either give out some dope nigga shit and it just shits all over everyone, or indecisiveness, which actually does make people more indecisive. And then a woman typically gets frustrated and then she seizes control. She's being too masculine. So you told yourself what masculine was. And she didn't become masculine. She saw an absence of it and took the reins. Your bitch ass behavior forced her to become the leader, which all of these women did not want to be. So you have to get used to the story. You have to get used to choosing. You have to be decisive. When you say a thing in your own home, you do that thing. When you have a plan, you do that plan. I'm going to paint tonight. Guess what I'm going to do after this show? You got to convince you. It's not just me versus my bullshit. You got to convince yourself you over that bullshit. You got to know you're decisive. And it leads to a good place before we can even get out the door to be talking to her.
It's just one of those things. I want one for sure. I definitely want one for sure. If God willing, I have 5, 6,
I just figured I'd ask you a scary question. I'm not on.
It's a beautiful question. Honestly, I think it's beautiful. I'm definitely down to have multiple kids.
I like to see how people react to the question. It's really not that I'm looking for a specific answer. Are you?
Oh, come on. Come on. Mister, you're welcome is here. Come on.
Happy in your job, in your career right now?
Right now I am, but I know it's going to lead to something else somewhat within the field.
Are you talking about the music or the security job?
I kind of like what she did here. I might have to steal this from her. Do you see how she told him to buck up? Like, I kind of like that. I don't know if I do that right now. Like, so you'd be like you said, like, I kind of like a woman that, she loves to relax and, be a girl and she trusts a man, and then see how she played that sentence. I like that a lot. I don't think to do that sometimes. Pushing her to response. That is more aggressive behavior as well. There's ways to be aggressive. There's ways to let her know, hey, bitch, who the fuck are you? I know you feeling this shit. Now let me find out who the fuck are you. Let's push you. I like that. But again, we really can't be at the same level. So I don't even know if I'd be built for her. We can't be at the same level. She can't be teaching me everything. Now, she could teach me that. But if I had to keep on, she had to keep showing me over and over, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what, she gonna get real tired of that real quick. She don't respect me no more. Right? The leader can also really teach what he's leading. I'll tell you exactly why we're doing what we're doing. This has the best steak in the sizzy. And I'll tell you what, get this ribeye. They got a ribeye it's got little crusts on it. It's a Parmesan crust. You're gonna die. This is gonna be almost as good as sex. It's gonna be as good as most of the sex you've had, but not with me. So go ahead and try this.
Security. Right now I'm talking about security. With music, I'm definitely like doing it on the side.
You gotta go.
It's not just a hobby, it's a passion.
She told him what it was. I like a man. I like to see what people do. And you're still doing the same bitch. Why? Because I am who I am. I don't like me behind closed doors. Here I come. You just taking you out to the world. It's like the niggas that go overseas. They put 4,000. They get a hair plug. They get the jean khakis. They buy a couple Hawaiian shirts. They wear the America ball cap so that everyone knows they're American. Okay, The girls see them and wave. What they do, run. Oh, hey, how are you? Oh, well, you look very beautiful. What's your name? Would you like to go to dinner or something? You don't think they got dope niggas in Thailand? You don't think they got man in Thailand? You don't think they got a nigga slinging real good dick, charming all the bitches? You don't think it's a nigga like that? He got 4 or 5 bitches he stay at. They all broke, and he just go around fucking with all of them. Even the dads like the motherfucker. He's a charming little motherfucker. I don't like him. You see what I'm saying to you? Some of the dads is hating on him because they see he nice with them. This is what I'm saying. You took you to Thailand. Now you came home with an STD.
Is something that I really, really love. It's something that I would like to get paid for. It's not the case right now, but I'm just grateful that I'm even able to use my gift and my talents, you know, in that way.
I have a goal of music. I've got this on SoundCloud. It's gospel. It's positive stuff for the youth because I'm a positive person. It's just like, you know, when I looked at you, I just got a really good feeling about you. This tattoo is dope too. I don't know quite what it means, but I got to admit, I'm very curious. And I'm very curious to know more about you.
Because I do like positive music. I do Christian music as well. And so it's beautiful. But yeah, I think I just answered. Did I answer it?
No.
Okay.
I have one more question. Where do you want to go with your security job?
You're in luck because I'm a man with a plan. Not only am I going to tell you about the short term, what I'm doing with that, but I'm going to tell you what we could be doing. I might have you stop by when I'm on a long 6 to 6 shift. There's a lot of rooms with a lot of possibilities. So keep your calendar open. Being a security guard is dope. It's a lot of adventures you can have with a security guard. You ever heard something like that before? But instead, what are we going to be doing?
Eventually, I want to go into corrections.
Okay.
I think that would be something that I'll probably be good at.
Yeah.
I have brothers who's done that type of work too, and I feel like I have the mindset for it. So.
You have a very selfless spirit, so yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
All right. This is
I would like you to I would like to give you some of my spirit. Speaking of that, I would like the opportunity to give you some of this spirit that we can share together.
Part when you're down to the final 2, but it is time to pop a balloon.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. So why was your balloon unpopped?
His faith. I think that's the most attractive thing about anyone. You're handsome.
Thank you.
You're very kind. Like I can feel that you have a great spirit. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Got it. And so why'd you end up popping her balloon?
This is so tough, man. I don't know. I guess it.
Part of being charming, you might be the first person to say this. Part of being charming is charming when you don't win. Charming when you didn't get what you wanted. Charming just comes out of you. Being able to make people feel unique and special, making people feel like you saw who they were, that you enjoyed who they were. If it doesn't work out with old girl, it could work out with you. Feeling better that they spoke with you. Does your Mac have that built into it, or is your guru teaching that? Does she feel she's going to get the compliment of you going up? Okay. She gets the compliment of you or whatever that. She gets to talk to me. But do you actually leave her feeling better about herself. Oh, there are good men that approach and they're refreshingly charming and they're clean cut. He just was too short. Well, who gives a fuck? It's how it works. He reminded me of Jose. If I dated black guys, it would be this. I'm not really into that. Plus, Daquan, we already had a child together. They always do. Didn't that Shiloh bitch? I think she got one. Like, bitch. This nigga probably was sprung. She probably got to call him nigga. Anyway, some blood brothers, they don't forget what color they was. But you could charm her. It's okay. Let's give him points if he does that. I kind of lost track of this. Where do I think he's at? It's almost a push. I think he won because he just really hasn't fucked up too much. Like, even though his answers was bullshit, they were like nice answers. You know, they like the way he looks. So sometimes it's just as easy as that. He's definitely a boyfriend, husband. That's all they're going to be counting on. But they both could need a man. They both might be ready to settle down. I'm not saying every nigga with king dick always win. A lot of these motherfuckers, they just side dick. They rental dick. And it's some motherfuckers that ain't really doing much, and they long-term motherfuckers. It is what it is. She could be at different stages. She could be at different points in a relationship or into her being alone. She could be in online dating, frustrated. It could be 20 million reasons why she did or did not choose up on a nigga. So I wonder what you should try to do since it's impossible to please a bitch. You're never gonna please everybody, probably even 75% of the time. I wonder what you should just fucking do.
To be honest, it was probably like when she asked me about the kid, because
I do have a son.
Yeah, it's not that I hate the fact that, you know,
You ain't got to clean this up.
Then what about the moment when you...
And, you know, I'm trying to date him and what I've dealt with before and stuff like that. It's just that it's something that you got to maneuver around. Like, so you really, as a man, you really got to know, like, who you're dealing with. And as a woman, you really got to know what you want.
Absolutely.
And so
It doesn't feel like that, but I like what he's saying.
for anybody out there, you know, who wants to date women with kids, do it, man. Like, do it. They're beautiful people too. There's women out there who really on their grind. They doing what they need to do for God. They, you know, so.
Right, but you picked against that reason. This is a form of indecisiveness. It's all of it. What is it? Standing on your square, right? That's decisiveness. And then when you come at me and say, why did you decide that thing? I can back up what I'm saying. I don't need to doubt me. This is the easiest thing in the world. Is when she's beautiful, yeah, it's difficult. You know, I'm not going to sit there and lie. But, you know, you would have had to have that conversation. I'm going to stay with me. I'm going to stick with me on my side of the street in my home and just rock out with me. I'm going to rock out with me. I'm not going to sell out part of myself to be with her. I've done that. All you do is get fucked up. Choose yourself and choose yourself all the fucking time. They don't like what path you're going. They don't have to. I understand it. I'll live with it. I know where I'm going. I know exactly where I want to go. Then you can defend the reason. It doesn't sound like, he sounds like he might date some, he might not date some. It's indecisive. The other girl's going to go for him. She's already made up her mind to go for it. But this could bleed everywhere too. You're too perfect. He gives great answers to both sides of the fence. And it's nice to have somebody who will let you feel special and all of that. But after a while, it does get annoying because you don't really know who that person is. You just know they really like whatever the fuck you do. How are you going to tell me, even when I'm pulling you in the wrong direction, what the right direction is? You ever had an indecisive boss? Well, let's just go around the table and we'll just decide, maybe as a group, what we want to do. Like, why the fuck are we paying you? Say something. It's your fucking meeting.
And they holding it down. Like, these women out here be holding it down. So I applaud.
Sure do.
And you're very and yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Let's have you come on up here with us.
He didn't go out haterish. Let him have it.
27, right?
hey, that's all right. That's all right.
Okay. Do you guys have?
That was the right answer. Do you see how it works? That's all right. Now, where do you sort of your mouthpiece? This is where we're adding to the conversation. We are involving us. We're letting her know who the fuck I am in the conversation. That's a lot more mouthpiece, knowing what to say at the pace that it needs to be said, in the place that it needs to be said, because you've already done that work, talking to people and talking to women, but also you've had this conversation in your mind. Here's how I want this to look. Here's what I want. What is that affirmation bullshit? Yeah, right. Well, part of it is knowing exactly, here's what I want. I want a car tomorrow. No, I want a beautiful 2026 Buick, what do they call those? Expedition, whatever, Lincoln Expedition. With gray, with the murdered out, right? And I wanted to have a, sunroof. And I'm going to put a sticker on the back, and I'm going to have, sexy ladies up in there. And the first thing I'm going to do is bang out Jaleesa in my new ride because she liked that shit. Okay, cool. Now we know what you're getting up to. We know what a perfect day looks like. We know what a perfect week would look like. We know what a perfect date would look like from beginning to end. So when we go into the world and she says, well, I don't have to go home right away. Well, I already saw this coming, prep for it, and I'm good at giving bitches quality dick. Right this way, ma'am. Take my hand. Come on, let's go. What you waiting for? Sit in my lap. Get over here. Come here with your sexy ass. That guy.
Have any final question for one another? If you don't have one, that's okay as well.
Right now I don't. Now I don't.
Okay, yeah, I don't have any
You're good as
questions.
well? Okay, well then.
It's so beautiful. She was waiting for him to lead. He might have lost with the more one, but he said, I'm cool. I wish he would have said it to the more degree of certainty. And this is kind of where a lot of people get separated. Well, maximum certainty. And then I'm kind of certain I'm moving in the right direction. Even if I was just starting out, I would be kind of certain that I was going to move in that direction. Vis-a-vis, I'm going to move in no direction. She took his lead. They could eventually get to the bedroom. They could eventually make a nice family. He knows what direction he kind of wants to get into. He does not want a woman with kids. He wants to have a family. He thinks that he could have more than one child. He knows he loves the Lord, and it's important to worship in the Lord with his woman. He feels like he's ready to settle down. He mostly likes these kinds of hats. He mostly has himself figured out. Okay, we can work with this. It worked.
Right now I don't. Now I don't.
Okay, yeah, I don't have any
You're good as
questions.
well? Okay, well then, my final question. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got...
That was what we're talking about. I'm glad we could end it here. She said yes. He answered with certainty, with aggressiveness, with a, I know what I want. Now we get into popping. She's a nice looking girl, but they'd be a nice looking couple. but she's already made it known a couple different things. And we can lay out here real quick. Let's see how he grabs the hand. I'm gonna need that. I need that.
I'll take the mic. Okay, you guys can go on
Yeah,
up. Make some noise
I
for
like
them,
it.
ladies.
Yeah. Not bad, not bad. He kind of knows what to do there. But remember, she said, I want a leader, but I'm also asking questions to see how people play it. One, we can take a lot from what she just said. Flip it. Women have a lot of things to teach us as well, especially about being a woman. But she may be better at business than I am. That's okay. He says, look, sometimes you can ask your employees questions and they'll tell you, you just want to see how they respond. You say, oh, that's dope. I like that. Okay, that's what's up. You're not just sexy. You're not just sexy and the pussy good. Oh, my God. Come here, girl. I like seeing that. I like when you drop some gems on me. I like when we can influence each other, level each other up. I know who's doing more influencing. I know who's doing more of the pulling up. But she also needs to hear it. How the fuck she need to hear it? That's something I need to be observing too. This with that red pill and that patriarchal. I don't give a fuck how she hear it. Sometimes you got a player that's real sensitive. Sometimes you got a player that needs to get jumped on. How you know? How you know the difference? You ain't got no speeds to your shit, my nigga. You only got the fastball. Take a little bit off that shit. I ain't saying you have to go out here and be soft, but you could take it slower and you could be a little bit more tolerant and open-minded. She's still looking for a submission. It's just not that dictator shit. Until she tell you that's what she want. She might be all the way traditional. Actually, I'm looking to get out of my career. Oh, okay, shit. That's what I'm looking for. What a wonderful gift for her to say, I trust you with my financial life for the rest of your days. That's a big responsibility. One we took for granted, and now they kind of upset about that whole shit. We didn't pay it off. We led to a lot of bad places, and we thought that she was supposed to do it because the bitch had 2 titties. She's supposed to do it because you're a dope man leading to a dope place. We don't follow a sheep. You'd follow a wolf because the wolf will clear out what's ever in front of him. And they will also go exactly for what they want. They might not say they want a wolf, but they want one. It's not in vogue. We got to be tolerant. I just want a guy who's giving me flowers every day and telling me how much he loves me and just does all these things for me because Trayvon didn't do it. Well, who was Trayvon? We could take most of what this goofy nigga did. We just don't have to cheat on every bitch walking. I didn't say the patriarchy shit was all bad. There are some good things worth salvaging. You all turned it into some other shit where the bitch has got tits in the vagina instead of means she's a lesser creature. I've literally heard niggas say that shit. She's a lesser vessel. Who the fuck are you to say a creature that God made is a lesser fucking vessel? Who the fuck are you? The bitch became vice president. But look, I should be in charge of everything. Shut the fuck up. If she did more with her life and learned more about herself and became and leveled up, and you just was some regular nigga with a dick between your legs, how the fuck you the most qualified to be in charge? The one who leads is the one who is most qualified. Y'all hate that DEI shit. We don't like it. The blacks are just getting the job because they're black. I have never worked at a fucking company who said he's black, just hire him. I had to be qualified. That's all it meant. Well, I don't like my boss being black. We know. But if we're in a meritocracy or whatever the fuck horseshit dream that is, this ain't no meritocracy. The NBA was all white until like the 60s. This is not a meritocracy. You have to be qualified to lead. You're not even qualified to lead yourself. Can't spit out a sentence advocating or liking what the fuck you get into. What'd you get into? Oh, well, you know. Well, I bet you was playing video games with your friends. Whoa. I don't know. I mean, only for a couple hours. Trust me, after that, I was on my grind. Yeah, I got to have a man who's on his grind. Oh, I'm on my grind. Oh, yeah, I'm on my grind. Hell yeah, that's my niggas. It was Friday night. I did what the fuck I needed to do. I had a great fucking time. What the fuck you all get up to? Oh, I was at home. I was kind of bored. I was wanting you to call me. Oh. So that's how I was supposed to answer that. What do we do? Oh, well, next time just call. I would definitely come over. You know, I can go hang out with my friends any other fucking day. But I would have hang out. That would have been a lot of fun. You should have said something. Or you should have done something. Where the wolves at? They can't be red pill wolves. We're the most dominant thing. We take charge and we're killers. I have approaching anxiety and there's a loneliness epidemic. And, you know, I want to be in my soft career. I want some things too. And I can't say all the things I used to say. And this is a really tough time for me. It's like people are like offended by some of the things we used to be able to say. That's a complete, I can't speak anymore. Probably because everything you said offended people. Back in the day, we couldn't be offended by what you said because they killed us. Now, you can't shoot black people because they don't like you. There is a police joke in there. I think that's all I have for today. Hope it was enjoyable. Hope it was more me and not just some bullshit. Let's just chase it all the way back. We do need to be the wolf who is assertive, goes for what he wants, and knows how he wants it, and knows what he wants that world to look like. Now, coming back for her, every girl in the story, every girl in the romance, every girl in her fantasy is one that gets something that happens to them. Whether or not they, you know, love swept them up. We was love at first sight. We just knew we were made for each other. He did this elaborate thing. It's always about something happening to her. Well, you would be a man who makes a lot of things happen to her. Feelings, emotions, settling of her insecurities, feeling safe, feeling joy, feeling fully fucked. You make a lot of dope things happen for her. That means you do stuff. I know your guru just acts like he says words and bitches drop panties. He actually does stuff. He's got to. He's got to plan. He's got to plan a dope adventure. I have 6 figures and 6 inches of dick. Oh, it's like a porno. Oh my God. I just want to suck your dick. Sit down and I'll do all the work. This is a fantasy scenario. I like corn too, but it's about as far from the truth as you're going to get. Oh, you were just plumbing. Okay, well, I've got something else you can plumb. Come back to the value for me. I'm going to get more of what I want because I choose to go after it. I'm going to feel more fulfilled because I get more of the things that I want. And I know who I am, and I'm going to be able to expound upon them. Okay, cool. I just don't want the head work with the moaning and the slurpy sucker. Okay, I want this too. I want this too. Now that we got that, I want this too. She's going to get to know me and my sexual shit, how she needs to conduct herself, how she is to be in my presence, but I already have those answers, and I know why they're dope answers. Remember, we want to teach as well as lead. This is not a grandfathered position like it was in the 50s. This is an earned position. But we're going to get the value of trusting ourselves with more leadership. Then we would be able to lead other women or lead a family. We're going to be able to have more congruence within the family because everyone trusts my lead, including myself. And I go for what I want and I go get it. And I show the generations behind me, this is how we work in this family. We go get it. There's lots of value. When she's in the bedroom trying to look good for a nigga, she goes and gets it because we don't fuck around halfway. There's no half stepping. Me versus me, what's hiding behind that? You've been in a bad place. You've led to bad places. People never trusted in you. People have no faith in you. You have low self-esteem. Past trauma with women. You led to sex and then they stopped calling. You led them to a date and they didn't follow up. You led yourself to go up and talk to her and she laughed in your face. Yes, it happens. Sometimes your shot gets blocked. I was really bad at this in basketball. If I could miss a shot, but if you blocked and talked a lot of shit, I was all sensitive. You can't be out here hooping sensitive. It wasn't like I was crying. Like, oh, you blocked my shot. But it would absolutely affect my confidence. What you're seeing from a lot of the red pill, I don't think is, I want to harm women all the time. But my confidence has been shit on. And women have shit on me, and now it really, really scarred me. Was that right that they did that? No. But it sounds like you might not be built for this. I got knocked out at my last fight. I quit boxing. I'm not built for it. What do you think she's looking for? But now I'm starting to let myself down because I don't go for what I want. I try to dream on what I want falling into my lap. This is very much almost every American now. Everything is just instant. We get it instantly. So stuff just falls in my lap. And when it doesn't, I'm paralyzed. I'm rudderless. I'm confused. And I just let things happen to me. I've literally been this. Flipping a coin, you know what I mean? Or I'm just going to go and see what feels right. Like, no, go and make the wrong decision. I went to the steak restaurant. I didn't like it. I overpaid. The service was terrible. Now I know I don't want to go there again. Now I know what to look for when I want good service. Sometimes making the wrong decision begins to inform what you do going forward. People who never pick never figure that out. They just stay stuck. I got to figure out what is holding up me trusting myself. Probably trauma, probably pain, probably bad experiences. Probably got to forgive myself for some of it. Seek the advice of a mentor, gain knowledge, and then I got to go out and get my dick kicked in again. I got to go out so I can fall back on the ground again. You're a baby, you do not walk. When you're a kid, everybody claps if you take one step. And that's how I learned to walk. Well, there's just not that anymore. Now that's you. I don't see why you wouldn't give yourself credit for more. No one else is giving you credit for shit. Maybe it's not easy to be you. Maybe you done been through some things. Give yourself credit to start for some of that shit you done been through. Remember where you came from. Remember you have the resolve to do it. That's not even kindergarten. That's pre-K, right? That's not learning to be good with women. But I have to give myself credit for putting up the best jump shot at the time. Yeah, she walked away. Yeah, she laughed. But I like the way I said it. I like the way I cared. And I look fresh as fuck today. I know it wasn't the clothes. I know it wasn't the mouthpiece. I know it wasn't the way I smelled or the way I was talking to her. She just might not feel a nigga. Or it could be one of 100 million other reasons. I'm not going to let her mind affect my mind. That's influence. Is it natural? Yeah. 100 people calling you the N-word going to make you feel some kind of way. But there's always tomorrow. And I have to see myself being resilient, advocating for myself. I still think I can do this. I still think I provide dope value to women. I want to provide dope value to women. I know what it looks like. I know what I want it to look like. I'm going to go out and try to make it happen. Confident is not a thing to put on. Confident comes from the fact that you've seen yourself do it and you know how to do it and you've done it well. Short of that, you've got faith. Okay, I've never done this, but I have the faith that I can pick it up quickly, or I have the faith I can still make it a dope thing. Spur of the moment is going to be more faith in yourself. Past that, which more you really don't want to live too much in the moment, is the man with vision, a plan, and the confidence, the competence, the belief in himself to go and make it happen. That's a you versus you. That's where it all begins. But you see, as we step outside, how dope that shit could be. Thank you for being a man. We need you. Stay with it. Play the music. I am your host, the DangerRuss. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm out. Let the wolves out! Where the wolves at? We need some. Let's go.